Hello there, Sagittarius. Welcome to DragonTaleTarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your love and romance reading for Venus in Libra 2020. I hope you all have been doing wonderful out there. Always love to invite my Sagittarius folks to the channel. Welcome to my new and returning subscribers, and if you have not yet done so, please do reach out there, hit that subscribe button, join the Dragon family, and also give it that dragon claw up by clicking the like button and let me know you enjoy the content here. So Sagittarius, always a quick few notes before we get started with any reading that this is general. It will not resonate with every Sagittarius out there, so take what makes sense and leave the rest behind. This will mostly correspond to Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising signs. So do check your personal natal chart if this does not resonate with you. You will get more messages from other readings by knowing your things like your moon sign, your Venus sign, etc. And all of our Sagittarius cross-watchers are welcome to watch as well. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, would like any information on the card decks that I use in my readings, or would like to leave a donation for the channel, all of those links and information are down below in the description box. So Sagittarius, let's get going. Libra is moving into, Venus is moving into Libra after a, stay in Virgo. And I'd say that this is a very positive movement for you because Venus in Virgo creates a square aspect to Sagittarius. Not the most conducive for love or relationships. It creates more tension, more friction, etc. And so as it moves into Libra, that's going to hit your universal 11th house of Aquarius. To me, this makes you feel definitely more social, more interactive. You really want to take things to the next level in your relationship life. Aquarius energy is very forward thinking, very futuristic. So you may be, having a lot of thoughts and ideas, especially if you're already coupled. You're like, okay, what are we doing next? How do we go to the next level? If you're a single Sagittarius, you're probably thinking about, this is going to be, what kind of relationship do I really want? What have I learned? What can I reach for in the future? And another thing that's very positive about Venus moving through that universal 11th house for you is it makes you very humanitarian, very caring, very giving. It may be definitely a time that you you and your partner or loved ones get out there and do something to help others or make the world a better place in any way that you can. So it's a beautiful change up of energy for you, and this is going to be for that period of time that Venus is in Libra from October 27th through November 22nd. So let's get into your cards, Sagittarius. Let's see what we have for whether you are coupled, single, in separation or conflict. No matter what your situation is, this is going to be general. So again, take these as they resonate to your personal situation. And the energies are fluid. So angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, please show us Sagittarius. Please show us what they are going to be bringing through in their love life for Venus moving through Libra. And we have integrity. So Sagittarius, this is all about being truthful, honest, above board, saying what you want, meaning what you say, and really, demanding that others do the same with you, not letting anyone in that doesn't act with integrity. So the energy of integrity supports our choice to be consistently truthful and honest while being guided by high moral standards. So Sagittarius, you are a sign that is known for being very truthful and very direct, almost painfully direct sometimes about what it is that you want. So this is very much about you speaking and living your truth and wanting to bring in people to your life that do the same. So let's get into the major arcana of the tarot. I'm going to pull one card for your energy and one card for your love interest or potential love interest energy. Wow. Okay. So Sagittarius, you are coming up as the Temperance card, which is your own energy. That's your own tarot card from the Major Arcana. That is the Sagittarius card, is Temperance. So to me, when that comes through, that is you seated in your power, feeling very strong within yourself. And when it comes to that element and that theme of integrity happening right now, you're like, no, I'm going to live with clarity, integrity, truth, honor, and I really want people to come in that are going to do the same with me. Temperance is all about balance. Libra, Venus in Libra is all about balance. So this is definitely a period of time where you want more balance, more harmony, more equality and fairness in your love and relationship life. Now the energy that the potential love interest or love interest is coming through with is the World. So this person, this is a Saturn ruled card, so they could be a Capricorn. They could also be Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, or Scorpio, because those are the other signs represented in this card. But my feeling is they're in a very strong place of some kind of completion, some kind of cycle is ending, so that a new cycle can begin. So, you know, you may be kind of, you know, toughing it out in a way with them, because, you know, Temperance again is about resilience as well. It's about getting through some tough cycles and letting that make you become stronger. You might be really going through some challenge because of what they're going through, because it looks like to me they're going through a big completion, some kind of cycle coming to fullness, big lessons being learned, big things being, you know, tied up, loose ends being wrapped up. And so that's, you know, it's a good energy. I'm not going to say it because the World is a great card. It means that you've come through all these difficult cycles and trials and you've really gone to the next level. But it's also a bit heavy. It's also a bit heavy. It does bring that feeling of like, whew, finally got to the end of the race, right? So let's get deeper into the tarot. Let's see what you feel and think and perceive about this relationship dynamic. Yeah, you want some new doors opening, Sagittarius. You are ready to go to the next level. For some of you, you may feel like you're making a choice between people. Sometimes this can be that door number 1 or door number 2 kind of card. But most of the time what I feel from that Two of Wands is it's like those doors of opportunity opening, you considering where you would like to go next, that kind of feeling. It's Aries energy, so it's that burst of spring, it's that renewal kind of feeling energy. Let's clarify that. Nine of Wands. So Sagittarius, you really, really want that new beginning or that new energy to come in very much, because you've got that Nine of Wands, and that can be a feeling of being tired, kind of fatigued, kind of worn out, because you've been working very hard and you've also felt like you've had to defend yourself a whole lot. Whether it's from this person particularly or whether it's just the situations you're going through in life, that, you know, you feel like you've been taking a lot of hard hits and it's like, okay, can we just not... You really don't want to be in that battle anymore. Like, you have the strength to do it, but you're really tired of it. You're tired from fighting. You're tired from defending yourself again and again. So let's see what your love interest or potential love interest is feeling about you and this relationship. All right, so yeah, there's definitely some closure, endings, and beginnings coming through for this person. They're really going through a major transition because they're coming in as the World's energy, and how they look at you and perceive you is the Magician. So they really do see you as the new reality they would like to have, right? But they may still be currently wrapping up some old loose ends, putting some things to rest. And, you know, you're sitting there going, oh, okay, well, when? And they're like, I'm still working. I'm still trying to get this taken care of. And so, you know, you might want to give it a little time with that Magician, because trust me, with that, they are thinking about it, right? They are thinking about, like, how would I create this? What would I do to make this new reality come to birth? You know, it's kind of in that conceptual stage right now. They do have the power to make it happen, though. And the Magician is aligned with Virgo and Gemini energy. So that may mean something to you or not. Just putting that in there. Also be aware, of course, we are in the energy of a Mercury retrograde right now. So, you know, the mind can be going a little bit crazy, a little bit haywire right now. Our thoughts are not quite as clear. But on top of this, look at that. Look at that. We have the She, which is the same as the Temperance card in this Green Witch Tarot. So they really do, like, you're coming through as Temperance, they're seeing you as Temperance. So they know, like, you're powerful, you're strong, you're an alchemist, you are the kind of person that makes things happen. And they really do want to make things happen. I feel very strongly with you. So let's get into the positives. What are the things that bring you two together? What are the positive complementary energies that we're working with here? Look at that. There's a lot of passion between you two, okay? So there is a ton of fire coming through with that Ace of Wands. Both of you, I mean, it's like the sexual passion is there, the excitement, the enthusiasm, all of that is very, very strong. You know, it's like, but, you know, you can see it two ways. It's like on the very positive, that means that, you know, all those good things are there. But if it's blocked, it's like it can be very frustrated or very just downright angry, like, you know, just gets really, really annoyed, really, really agitated if there's a blockage to being together or to moving things forward. Yeah, look at that. So, you know, you two really, it's like you have the passion for each other, and then we have that Strength card. So it's like you bring out sometimes the best and sometimes the worst in each other, but that's part of the learning curve of this particular dynamic. You know, we have that symbol of spirit being represented by the woman in this card, and the symbol of our, you know, trickier human emotions and incarnation symbolized in the lion. So there really is a lot of balancing work to be done here, but it's positive. This isn't bad energy. It's just, it's fiery, right? It's dynamic, it's passionate, it's very, very strong. I get the feeling that this is, you know, if this is somebody who's already in your life, somebody that you know that you two are both two very strong cups of tea. So let's get into the blockages, challenges, anything that needs to be navigated to get into a better closeness between you two here. Yeah, I think, ooh, with this High Priestess, this could be a blockage where it's like sometimes you kind of expect each other to read each other's minds a little bit, because this is the mysteries, it's the intuition, it's the things that are somewhat hidden. Both of you could be a little bit moody too, like, you know, it's like some days, you know, one or both of you feel really up, really excited, and then another day you might feel kind of down and low. Those are the things that are kind of throwing a wrench in the situation. Because the feeling I get is that it's like both of you have a spiritual life, right? Both of you have that spiritual side. But the negative side about that is that you kind of expect each other to be a freaking mind reader and know everything the other's thinking without having to say it. And that's just not the way it works. We've got to communicate here. We've got to speak the unspoken to each other. Yes, because look, we have the Wheel of Fortune here, and it's so important that you open up to each other, because both of you feel kind of like we've been blocked, we're in stagnation, things aren't moving forward, and that's what's causing this frustration. So it's time to communicate. Don't expect each other to read each other's minds. That's a big thing that folks in a more spiritual, you know, relationship can fall into, is that expectation that you don't have to really like physically communicate, but oh, you do. It's so important. So Sagittarius, let's get a suggested approach on this. Look at that, the Empress. So yes, embodying that beautiful divine feminine, right? Creating, expressing, being yourself, really coming into things with a very positive view of how you could grow, how you could progress, how you can build this further, nurturing each other's dreams, nurturing each other's work and projects. Let's see what we've got clarifying her. And Five of Wands, right? It's like this is really making a very clear decision to either, you know, stand up and fight for this or cut your losses and walk away, right? Because if you're truly committed to it, you're truly committed. And maybe you haven't completely made that decision yet. Maybe they haven't. And it's like that needs to be really established. It's also warning against, you know, don't win at any cost, right? Don't take shortcuts. That's very important with that card as well. So let's get into a potential outcome for this. Ace of Cups. So Sagittarius, it feels good in the long run here. This is a great potential outcome to pull in a reading, because that is an emotional, spiritual blessing from spirit, from the divine. Feels like a very fated sort of union. Absolutely beautiful. Yes, and look at that. See, because this Nine of Swords, guys, there has been a lot of anxiety. To me, this is spirit winning out in the end, right? But it doesn't excuse the fact that there's been a lot of frustration, a lot of, you know, anxiety, doubts, fears, worries, you know, maybe from you and maybe from them as well. You know, feeling like, should I even bother with this? Is this even real? Should I even, you know, be talking to them? Da, 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 da. So it's like, it's really important, you know, to go to the higher road rather than the lower. And yes, it is time to communicate very, very strongly with each other. On the underside, we have the Nine of Cups. So there is our wish fulfillment, contentment, really going towards the next step and going towards those wishes and dreams. And we have the Page of Wands, a very similar energy to that Two of Wands, where it is those beginnings, new communication, fresh new energy coming in to your messages between each other. So let's get an affirmation card on this one, Sagittarius. All right. Ooh, yes, beautiful card. And look at that full moon, which we are coming up to our full moon later this week. And the message is surrender. So at times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. And that is definitely something I'm feeling here. Definitely for this other person and maybe for you as well, that there are some things that have to be released before you can come into that fullness of this new life that you want to be birthing. So, Sagittarius, I hope you have an amazing time with Venus in Libra, and I will be talking to you again very soon. Take care.